everybody, happy Sunday. I hope that wherever you are and what you are doing, you are somewhere safe and with someone that you love. It's time for another Sunday Musing, but before we get underway, things are kicking off in the gardens. If you haven't watched the Chicken and Garden Update and you are someone who enjoys such things, go and watch that. Obviously, after you've watched the Sunday Musing, but make sure you watch both of them because I think they're awesome. So much to tell you about in that one. Anyway, today we are in the subject of companies taking your money for things, specifically the increase in subscription-based services. Now, some people call it the enshittification of the internet. Some people call it kind of the end game of capitalism. But the idea that when you buy something, you then have to spend a lot of money subscribing to things to use that, whatever it is, to its maximum advantage is starting to really grind on people's gears. And obviously with potentials for a recession coming in the US, a lot of people are looking at services that they have to add on to their product, whatever it is, and going, do I really need to pay a subscription fee to keep using this? There was recently some device or other that previously had been free suddenly going, yeah, you're going to have to start to subscribe if you want to carry on using this, which sucks. It's intentionally locking customers out is something I am not a supporter of. But when it comes to the EV world, when it comes to the automotive world, we've talked about subscription services before, whether it is smart navigation, whether it is heated seats, something that BMW toyed with for a while and had a backlash about, whether it is autonomous or semi-autonomous driving features like Blue Cruise or any of the other features out there. Companies are now looking to cash in on the amount of money that they can bleed out of you in addition to your monthly car payment. And let's be honest, most people, if they are buying a brand new vehicle with these features, they are either leasing it or they are taking out a sizable loan. I took out a sizable loan for my Ford F-150 Lightning, the second one at least. I did for the first one, but the second one, it was slightly more manageable. I took out a 4-year loan for it. So the truck is now officially a quarter mine. And I really do not like the idea of having to pay Ford more money than is necessary over what is already a very expensive and barely affordable car payment for me. So I'm curious as to if there is anybody out there who does pay for services, and if so, how much do they pay? Now, full disclosure, we have two EVs that offer subscription services. We have the Chevrolet Bolt EV and we have the F-150 Lightning. Obviously, the Vectrix doesn't have any subscription services. Thank goodness. But when it comes to the Bolt, we do pay every month for its data connectivity package only because we had an experience a while back, well, a couple of years ago now, where a family member borrowed the car. And without that service, we wouldn't have been able to have found the car and dealt with everything reasonably safely. It's also useful for the telematics, so we know if there's an issue with a vehicle. I also use it if like someone's borrowed the car and they've taken it somewhere. I just want to check if there's an issue with the car. If someone rings up and says, "Oh, your car is doing weird things," I can look into it and go, "No, it's fine. You can drive it back, and it's okay." With the F-150 Lightning, obviously. Because the truck is still reasonably new, the navigation is free for the first 3 years. Blue Cruise was free for the first 3 years. For 2024 model years and newer, you have to pay after so many months. But interestingly, a couple of weeks back, all of the Ford forums were like, you can get another year for free if you sign up. For their yearly subscription, they'll give you a year. So I did that. Obviously, I can cancel it before they start taking money from me. But effectively, it means I have Blue Cruise for 4 years from the point of purchase. So by the time I would have to start paying for Blue Cruise, the truck would be fully mine and I'd probably put a different system in. Or maybe I would pay for Blue Cruise. Who knows? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I have a suspicion that Ford's going to start dropping the price for that because other competitors charge less for their systems. But the only other subscription that I pay for, other than what we pay for the Bolt, is we pay for the cell phone connectivity for the 4G, 5G modem in the truck. And we do that because when we are on a road trip, especially if we're going to another country, I don't want the team to have to pay roaming charges for their personal mobile phones. If they want to use internet, they can use internet in the truck when we're on the road for entertainment and other stuff. So it's also really useful. I've used it for work, and it's a faster connection through the truck than it is through tethering my mobile phone. So that's why we do it. I think I paid like $250, $300 for a year, and then every year it renews. And it's a pretty no-brainer situation for me. But I'm curious if you have subscriptions out for services, and what things you are happy to pay extra money for, and what things you look at and go, no way, thank you very much. I have not put a certain automated assistant in this truck. I could offer. I was given an offer to put it in, the one that comes from a certain company that's named like a river. I'm not naming it because apparently if you use that activation word, sometimes it wakes people's systems up. But I decided not to put that in because I'm not happy with having an unvetted AI assistant anywhere near my vehicle. I would much rather use something based on Home Assistant, something that's homebrewed that I control locally. But obviously I can't put that easily into my truck, so I haven't subscribed for that. I haven't subscribed to satellite radio, partly because of political concerns about the satellite radio and some of the money it's been given to certain political organisations. So I don't subscribe to that. But I mean, would there be other things that I would subscribe to? Or maybe if there was an emergency rescue service, maybe I'd subscribe to that. In the past, some EV companies have offered customers the ability to subscribe to an unlock additional range. The battery in normal operation goes down to like however many percent, maybe let's pick 15%. I don't know if that's actually how low it really goes, but it indicates it's at zero even though it's got 15% remaining. And for so many times a year, the automaker will allow you to unlock an additional reserve range to get you to a charging station because that's cheaper than calling a tow truck. Maybe I'd pay to unlock that. I have mixed views about that. I would love to know if that's something you would pay to unlock. Other subscription services include the ability to borrow a different vehicle, whether that is another EV that is more capable in terms of cargo or towing than your existing EV, or maybe it's actually I want to borrow a petrol car or a diesel car just to make that long distance trip because I'm going somewhere where the charging infrastructure isn't great. Is that something that you would consider subscribing to? Or are you of the opinion that no, I bought the vehicle, it should have everything on it that I need when I buy it. If I want to add extra features, I will add them as standalone third-party add-ons, and you ain't getting any extra money from me, thank you very much. I also would love to know if any of you have service contracts that you pay for. I've heard mixed views about service contracts with petrol and diesel vehicles. I can see the sense. With EVs, not so much. My last service on the truck literally consisted of them offering to rotate the tyres and telling me that, I had a recall campaign, some recall work done on the truck, and they were like, we've just done everything that needs to be done for the service, so we're not going to charge you. Unfortunately, I then had another problem with the 12-volt battery. I'll be making a video about that soon, which ended up costing me nearly $400, but let's not talk about that. That's for a different video. Anyway, tell me your thoughts on subscription services. Are they yay? Are they nay? Let me know in the down below. Thanks for joining us today, and if you've got thoughts, make sure you leave them in our Discord room, on our Patreon page down below, or you can reach out to us on Mastodon or Blue Sky. Thanks to the amazing list of people scrolling by on your screen right now. They're part of the massive community of supporters who make this channel possible, helping us through Patreon and YouTube. That allows us to cover our bills, pay our team, and also ensures that we remain 100% independent. If you'd like to join them and see your name listed here, just follow the links below. We've got options available across a wide range of different price points, starting from $1.50 US a month. A massive welcome to our newest supporters: Eric Mora, Jordan Roy, Joseph DeViver, Scooted, Rennie Schweiger, Robert M, and Lev P. To join the list and get your shout out, become a paid Patreon member for your moment of fame, and you can now even gift membership to someone else. If you'd like to support us with a one-off donation, you'll find links below to make Ko-fi and Bitcoin donations, and we even have a good old-fashioned PO box you can reach us at for the time being, address listed below. You'll also find links to our swag store, and if you're someone who has to shop on Amazon, please consider using our affiliate link so that we get the commission instead of Jeff Bezos. So we can continue to focus on making our content even better and reduce creator burnout. We're being a little freer with our release days, but plan on dropping new content every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday on our main channel. Plus, on a Sunday, you'll find something over on Transport Evolved Take 2. If you want more, the algorithm that hates us thinks that you should watch this video, but we also think that this one is well worth checking out. Be awesome, be kind, be intentional, and don't forget to resist. Keep evolving.